Hey y'all, it's a great day for gratitude. It's lit, it's lit, it's lit. It's Tuesday. It is terrific, thankful, tenacious, tangible. You name it. Tuesday, beloveds. Let's go. Hold on, I was having a little technical difficulties here. Let's go. Super excited for tonight's live, y'all.
Funny how they neglect the citizens, rather protect businesses, and still ain't catching what the issue is. Help me make sense of this. Bodies dropping while the colonizers benefit. Only right I've bit. Losing control, to criminalize the youth is the goal. The jig is up, the truth is exposed. I ain't new to this role, one of the few who don't fold. Banned from Twitter, but I'm never losing my soul. They can't put my movement on hold. I'm still rising. Devils taking credit from my elders, still lying. Rejecting our presence, they still trying. But we're accustomed to struggle, still striving. Surviving, so I'm grateful for that. Trying to make sure my people don't get erased off the map. Young, creative, and black, nothing greater than that. Yeah, I said it, I meant it, and I ain't taking it back. Dead black man, I am not your eye. That's met by the plan and by the block. We come from the dirt, but life is golden. We owe the world time to show them why we're chosen. Dead black man, I am not your eye. Let's met by the plan and by the block. We come from the dirt, but life is golden. We owe the world time to show them why we're chosen. The coldest winter ever. Throw on your long johns and knitted sweater. Hoping that my kind can stick together. Teens with anger, demon behavior, they kill whoever in need of a savior. Even our mayor feel the pressure. Time to call National Guard, we need assistance. Pandemic attacking is hard, so keep your distance. Cops still shoot us for nothing, spring resistance. Claim they thought they gun was a taser and keep their pensions. Let's do better, it's my time we find here. It's clear as alkaline water. It's stuff with us, being black is hard enough. Killing your own is just like lynching, smart enough. They say that it's the power in.
Let's go. The heavy hitter in the building.
What's going on?
Let's go. I'm so excited for tonight's live. I'm having a little technical difficulties with my stand tonight. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Hold it today. How are you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Del P. Grammy-nominated. Not once, not twice, a million times. Let's go!
No, thank you. I appreciate the support. Oh, shout out to my brother Boogie Mandela. We got some news coming tomorrow. We're gonna let y'all stay tuned for that. But shout out to my brother Boogie Mandela. Shout out to Abdul Kareem. Shout out to OSP Network. I'll be performing with them on the Tiny Tent concert this Saturday, October 23rd. Man, thanks for everybody tuning in. We got some people tuning in. What's up, Troy? What's up, Wild Tuna? Oh, we in here.
Yes, peace and blessings, King. Salam alaikum for you, because I know that's the vibe.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm definitely very, very grateful. I've been following your movement now for the last 2.5 years. I was told to you by someone else.
Word.
Someone in the industry. They put me on to you.
Oh,
know
wow.
What I mean?
Wow.
I was living in the Philadelphia area, and they were like, yo, if you're an artist that's living in Philly, you definitely need to tap in with Del P. And I was like, oh, okay, sure.
That's love.
I'll see what's up. And your energy has been A1, very solid since day one. I've been watching your movement, what you're all about, and I just want to let you know you're absolutely prolific. So it's an honor to have you here on my platform tonight.
No, I truly appreciate that.
Yeah, so for the people who don't know about you, give us a little background, where you're from, and when did you start your movement, Wordsmith? Because, your bars is crazy.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm from West Philadelphia, and if you're familiar with West Philadelphia, that's the cornerstone of Philadelphia hip-hop. Pop Art Records, Steady B, Cool C, The Youngsters, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, Schoolie D. So I'm just here to carry on tradition. I've been rapping since I was 9 years old, but the wordsmith movement was started in 2018 when I dropped the album Wordsmith. And I just felt like I want to put my last name first. I want to, make sure I can carry the family, where I come from. So, that's why I stamped it Wordsmith. So be on the lookout for Wordsmith Entertainment. We got some dope things coming. We got dope artists, got dope merch. A lot of good things coming real soon.
Yes, absolutely. And that's another great thing about you that I always notice. You have a lot of great things always happening. You're constantly being notarized for your prolific sound and your true attributes that you bring to the hip hop community. Because as we know, a lot of the music is watered down to drugs and violence.
Word.
Your mission is so different. You have a lot to do more about healing the culture of our environment. So what inspires you to be a influencer of such sort?
I would say people like yourself that embrace what I got to say. And me growing up as a kid, I always loved artists that had a message and that were always telling their story, not trying to be like somebody else or follow their, what they thought was popping at the time. They was doing what made them happy, like Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Black Sheep, Brand Nubian, all like Native Tongue and the Juice Crew. And like I said, Pop Art Records, like, all of those artists were in their own lane. They all had their own sound and they all made it. So I know it's possible to be yourself and be successful. So that's what I'm trying to get across to the new generation.
Beautiful. So what do you feel like it takes for underground artists? I don't want to consider you underground because you've done so many things, but I know that's the vibe because you're not commercialized.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
As an independent artist, what do you think it takes to make success?
I would say consistency. First and foremost, before consistency, self-belief. Because if you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it. And I would just say just grind hard and just know you got to invest in yourself.
Beautiful. So I know you have a new project out that you're currently promoting.
No doubt.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
It's called We Owe the World. We dropped it on Juneteenth, and it's my best work to date, hands down. Hands down.
I actually have it pulled up for the viewers to hear. So give me
Word.
1 second. So what inspired you to, like, I know that's the whole album name, but what inspired you, the title? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when I seen it, like, I get goosebumps with your work. So that says a lot to me about who your spirit really is. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
So what gave you the name? I'm going to play. I already played one of my favorite songs.
That's funny because that's my favorite song. That's my favorite song on the album.
Oh, and, yeah? Dear Black Man?
Yeah, that's my favorite song. But the funny thing is, it's called We Owe the World for two reasons. If you peep it, one producer really held down the whole album. That's my partner since elementary school, Donnie Boy. So when I first start like having songs on the radio and start making moves in the city, it wasn't just me. It was Donnie and Del P. So that's why I said we owe the world. But also us as a culture. Since I dropped it on Juneteenth, I felt like we owe the world the truth while we here. Not, it didn't start from slavery, even though, Juneteenth is the end of slavery, so to speak. But before slavery, we were kings and queens, so we owe the world the truth. Yeah. Right.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and spin a couple more minutes of another song of yours. I was born in 92.
Word.
It's okay.
91?
This is called 1991.
1991. Yeah, that's when I started rapping.
Hold on 1 second. What'd you say?
That was the year I started rapping. I was 9 years old. So that's why I did 1991. Oh, and shout out to my barber, Mark Republic, in the building. Styled by Mark. Salute. Thanks for tuning in, bro.
Absolutely. Okay, so 1991, I was cooking up. I was coming right behind you. You know what I mean? If you follow the greats, you only get greater.
Let's get it.
All right.
Hey, Donnie, this so soulful right here, man. I want to take them back. I
got stories for y'all. Got so many memories, why wouldn't I expose? Only used to tell how to stand the rise. Every day the struggle, what we grew up was inside. No steaks, chicken noodles, inside the crock. Every time check the route for five at the top spot. Or the city top set, breakfast really hot set. This is when the people want to talent more than nonsense. Conscious with the content, wonder where that time went. It's in my mental Rolodex. Peace, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I know this stuff. What they going right, please believe it's going left. My life like your uppers, the Lakers. That's the team I won't forget. This was the year we said I nasty not for real. That's when I would won the Heisman. Giants beat the Bills. Around this time we started realizing my skills. Started the soccer 1991. Never let them know what's in your hand. Make them wonder. Grind on when I wake up in the sun. What you see is what you get. Never been a front. Let me take y'all on the trip when I was young. Never let them know what's in your hand. Make them wonder. Grind on when it's turning way up in the sun. What you see is what you get. Never been a front. Let me take y'all on the trip when I was young. This was the year that the George only for my soul was over because I saw a lot. Used to crate up on the gate so we could ball a lot. But I had a damn all the shots. But let me take y'all to a darker spot. Riding Kings, you can caught on camera. That was hard to watch. John Singleton brought us the movie side of Q. If you had a starter jacket with the hat, then you was lit. From the era of Donnie Simpson and Sherry Carter. What they know about that? That's Video Soul. When I turn the weight up in the summer. Let me take you on the trip when I was young. Had to take it back to the stories. Had to take it back to the stories. Like that's missing in hip hop. You know, Umi used to sell half a stamp to buy his clothes. If they can't relate to that, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you know, the hook is a very important part of the song. Granted, I respect and honor your verses.
Word.
It was the hook that caught me because never let them know
what you up to. Right. Never let them know what's in your hand. Make them wonder.
Stop right there because if you guys are not tapped in, you guys need to go to subscribe to Del P on all music platforms, YouTube, whatever, Spotify, Apple. He's everywhere to be found. You guys need to support real hip hop music because you gotta wait till the summer, baby, because that's when that baby cooking. Right. You feel me?
Grind all winter, turn it way up in the summer. That's just what we did. That's just what we did. Because I had did that song in the wintertime. And, you know, the album dropped the first week of summer. So, yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Abdul Kareem? Right.
So I love the fact that you were able, it's really, for me, it's the way you phonetically write your music. So what is your writing process like? Because you know you're not going to leave here without giving us a freestyle, by the way. I just want to let you know. I'm not going to let you go without one. Because I've watched you freestyle many times on different interviews. I watch your videos, you know, and I'm like, shit. So what's the writing process like for you?
So I got to hit a beat. Whatever the beat, you know, say to me is what I'm going to talk about. Like if it's a soulful beat, like Donnie always give me the soulful joint. So I could tell my story. I could talk about, you know, things we actually went through. Shout out to my blood brother on the check-in. Shout out to Mar. Yeah, that's right. Everywhere, all digital platforms. One of my biggest supporters, my little brother. So shout out to him. Good. Shout out to Copa Soaps. That's his business. Be sure to support that. But yeah, if it's something fun, I'm gonna just talk about, you know, being in the party or being at a cookout. But if it's so touching, I'm gonna talk about growing up with, you know, 4 siblings in the house, the oldest out of 5. Talk about when my mom was here and stuff like that. It's easy.
Right. It's easy because it's coming from your spirit.
Right, because it's nothing I got to think about because it's all real.
Right. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. And if you're just tapping in right now, I have Mr. Grammy nominated a million times. This man is making movements out here.
Trying to make it
LP
happen.
from West Philly. This is a very innovative, creative, gentle brother. He speaks of power. And one thing about me, I'm a spiritualist woman.
Word.
I've taken my shahada, so I'm very
Alhamdulillah.
tapped in
Word.
everywhere. You know what I mean? Um, but one thing that I honor and respect is the way that you use your words to really heal the people.
No
And
doubt.
your images that you have correlated, sooner or later, I'm going to get you back on here again when I'm more up to date. And I'll play one of your videos. The images that you come up now, do you create
For the videos,
yeah.
I give my ideas. I just give my ideas and let the director, bring it to life. But I definitely have a lot of the creative control of the videos.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing,
Mm-hmm.
amazing. So before you leave us today, let everybody know where we can find you, what you have going on, and let us know. I know you have a show coming up in Philadelphia, so I definitely want the people to know where to get the tickets, how
Yeah, no
to
doubt.
support that.
Okay, so on Saturday it's the Tiny Tent Network. That's gonna be October 23rd on 42nd and Lancaster Avenue. Shout out to OSP Network. Shout out to Q Fever. Shout out to Bigger Dre. Shout out to Official Nate. Like we gonna be out there. It's gonna be a vibe. Make sure y'all come out and support Rain or Shine. We gonna rock that thing for y'all. And stay tuned. Like I said, we got some announcements tomorrow, so make sure y'all stay tuned. Shout out to my big bro Tracy Lee, legendary Philly artist, the only Philly artist that had Biggie on his album. So that lets you know what I'm saying, what type of artist he was. So shout
Right.
out to Trey Lee, shout out to Boogie Mandela, shout out to Son of the 215. We got something coming for y'all.
So before you leave us, I really got to get to know how can we support you for your Grammy nomination.
Well, like we're not allowed to say vote for us and stuff like that,
Oh,
but
okay.
for your consideration, go if you a part of the academy and stuff like that, spread the word. Let them
Okay,
know
say
it's in
less.
there for your consideration. I can't
Say
tell y'all
less.
to vote for me. I can't do that.
Say less. So make sure you
Yeah,
guys go out with your love and consideration and support
right.
the brother Del P.
We owe
I'm
the
saying
world.
it, anonymous touch. Okay, baby girl, give me a second, all right? And thank you so much. I really
No, thank
appreciate you
you.
taking the time tonight to plugging in with me to the Golden Gate Gathering. And again, let us know where we can find your music and
At
tap
Del
in with
P.
you.
At Del P215 on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all spread the word. The album We Owe the World is on all digital platforms right now. Make sure y'all get that, stream it, download it, whatever. Just share it. Spread the word because all ages can listen to it. All ages can appreciate it.
Amen.
Yes.
Ashe. Let's go. Thank you so much. And I'm definitely gonna go out with this banger right here because we're here with the wordsmith. It only makes sense.
Word.
It
Word.
only makes
The
sense.
People's MC.
See you soon, kids.
On your grind, most see what you see. Stay focused, always know where your mind that you can go.
Just for clown, turning in some rhymes from the people's MC. Voice of my generation was born with authentication. Stories I can relate and the storms that my city facing. Public discrimination, losses got our tempers raising. Call us thugs, but never charge you cause of demonstrations. How are we equal? Bias lost at the seat. Standing off on the evil, give power all to the people. Birth the down, same day that Nat Turner rebelled. So my only aim to make sure we further prevail. Carry the torch, ancestors buried for force of bringing us together. Yeah, that really scares them, of course. Innocent teens die, they share no remorse. Seems like they did the crime when you hear the report. They don't really care about us.
It's clear that's the cause.
So
So I'm here to repair all the spirits that's lost.
trying to reveal that trauma is real. Too many neighborhoods destroyed. It's time to rebuild. Only the strong survive. I'm just keeping it G. It gets lonely when you on your grind. Also see what you see. Stay focused, always knowing your mind. It's the GOPD.
GOPD. Just for climb. tuning in some rhymes from the people's MC.
Let's go. And y'all better make sure
Yeah.
y'all keep streaming it on all the platforms.
No doubt.
Make sure y'all have Del P streaming on all your daily playlists, Spotify, Apple Tune, you name it, guys. And don't forget to give him that love and consideration. Again,
I
Ting,
appreciate you. I
Peace.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a good one.
You too, King. I hope I do this right. All right, let's go. I told y'all I'd be cooking it up in here, but y'all don't understand. The gate has been golden, baby. When you gotta understand, don't let these numbers hype y'all up. Y'all be sleeping on the real pimping out here, real G's. You feel me? You see the golden within me, but I ain't over here to take no words. You feel me? Because I ain't smithing it like that. You feel me? Nah. But listen, make sure you guys stream my man's LP. This is what his YouTube looks like. It's non-stop hits, infinite everlasting. And I have another heavy hitter for you guys on the scene. You know what I mean? And y'all gotta understand, like, this is what I do. All right? I illuminate all the luminaries because I got the queen.
Starts here. It's our almond tree center at Blue Diamond Orchard in California. My parents' job is to look out.
The one and only. Hey, where you at?
Hey! All right! Hey! Oh. All right! Da, 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 da.
It's the queen, the golden goddess,
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Today, queen?
I'm okay. How are you doing today?
I'm amazing. I'm very blessed and grateful to have you on the platform. I'm happy that you got your Instagram page back. I was wondering what happened to my girl. I'm like, where's she at? But never the fact they can't keep us from where we're at. You know what I mean? So
right. That's people, right. They can't keep us. They can try, but they're not going to succeed. So
no.
I'm right here.
And what's the art? We both got this green vibe going on.
I said, oh, wow, we got on the same colors. We're definitely vibing tonight.
Wow. Okay. We're in tune, and that's so beautiful.
All right. That's what's up.
I'm so grateful to have you on the platform. Now, I know you're originally a New York native, but tell the people about you, what you do, and who you're really all about.
Okay. Well, I'm Booby Taylor. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I've been down in Georgia since 93, 92, 93, but I've been back and forth to Georgia mostly all my life because my family lived down here. And then down the line, you know, my mom's passed away, blah, blah, blah. I got grandkids. I got like 8 or 9 grandkids. But growing up like that, I was married, divorced, separated, widowed. All of that family stuff that comes along. And then after that, music has always been in the blood. You know, we grew up just doing music from going to Catholic school. You're in the Catholic church in the choir. And my aunt, Miss Netta, she was a singer. So she sang like in the Apollo Theater. So as kids, if we knew what we knew then, you know, now, back then, we was around all the stars, you know, growing up whilst my aunt was practicing, you know, James Brown and all of those kind of stars like that, Aretha Franklin. But then growing up, you know, my husband, he was a musician, so the music really came on. He played all instruments. And then I wound up playing the keyboards. So I was a keyboard player, backup keyboard player. So I came in with the sound effects. So,
wow.
And then down the line, we had a recording studio also. So we would record. I was the candy store in my neighborhood. I was the candy lady and the bootlegger and the recording studio. So after school, the kids would come and they would just be in my house all the time. So it I was like the community center of the neighborhood, you know. So even to this day, sometimes certain areas, some of their parents still remember me and they'd be like, Candy Lady, and the kids still remember. I remember the studio and stuff like that. So that's part of the background. But now I'm still, you know, I did A&R for a friend, and that turned into me doing my own thing after a while. You know, I gave a couple of shows and stuff like that. I had a spot for a hot minute, you know, but it's never going to stop, you know, as long as there's independent artists, business owners, anybody with a story to tell, and they're willing to tell it to me. I am right out there listening, promoting, uplifting, and things like that.
Right. I have to thank you because I met you through the Instagram world, and like you just said, you've just been such a genuine, loving, positive soul. I'm just willing to assist others to getting to the next step in life. And if there was more people who gathered that way, we would all really get to the main mission, which is infinite, everlasting happiness for self, so that way we can provide for the community. So what are some things that you currently have going on in the community?
Well, right now what I have going on is some barbers that I know on Candler Road, Ferg the Barber and his partner Goldie Lachnisi, they do the barbershop battle. It's called the Freaky Hair Show. They did it every once a month, and it's all about the barbershops and the barber men and barber women, hairstylists. It's like a whole thing about hairstyles and everything like that, but it's mostly directed about the barbers, you know, giving them the recognition, the celebrity barbers that cut celebrity people's hair, and they got stories and stuff like that. So that night is really for them to like hang out and celebrate, you know, their craft and their style. So, and I'm glad to be a part of it as the host. So from the Ferg the Barber, you know, he's my barber, you know, I go up there and he's like, man, he just told me the other day, he said, Ma, if you 72 or 80, we still got you. Come on and host. He said it.
Wait, you're 72?
No. He was saying, because there was a thing. Yeah, there was a thing where people was talking about my age, and they kept saying, "Oh, you're just too old to be out there doing this. You should sit down and do real estate, and just why are you in the clubs?" And you know, just a lot of negative comes sometime when you do things, and that's in all life. So when I had repeated that story, he was like, I wouldn't care if you were 72.
Oh, okay.
You're going to host my show.
Right.
There's nothing but love out here for you. So
yeah, me personally, I love your energy. I love the fact that you allow yourself to stay youthful through your whole life. You know what I mean? I love I see your outfit. I love the picture you sent me for the flyer. You know, because that's what life is all about, keeping up with your inner spirit. You know what I mean? Keeping yourself youthful. And you do so great at that. So how do you actually battle those negative comments within the community? Because that happens a lot for many different people on all platforms. What is one way that you're able to tackle that?
How with people like you, people that keep the positive going on, and you know, my friend at the barbershops and family that just be like, you know what, this is you, just keep on going, you know. And then when I realized that, you know, I have friends that, you know, are not here no more. So, you know, people that are not here no more, that still, my mom, she really started all of this because she was a promoter up in New York. So she used to do the shows and the parties and all of that stuff. And I just swore, I'm never going to do that. But then years later, look, I'm just following her footsteps. And she did it up until she was like 65, until she couldn't do it no more, you know, because she had got ill. But I'm going to just keep on doing it. You know, negativity always hurts, you know, like that saying, sticks and stones may break our bones, and words never harm us. Words do, because it's the power of the tongue, you know, and the power of the tongue can make you or break you either way. So I stay prayed up a lot. And I just keep praying. And as long as I just keep praying and allowing the Lord to guide me in what I do, that knocks the negative away. But
Right.
then you still got to keep on stomping through it. I ain't
Okay,
stopping. I
baby,
ain't
good
backing
job.
down.
Wow. So let me ask you a question, because when you're looking to interview artists and individuals with high craftsmanship, what are you searching for?
What I'm searching for in the story is how they began. You know, what made them do what they had to do. What got them to that point where I was going to be an artist. I am an artist, singer, business owner, entrepreneur. So once I find that out, then it goes into the next question is always, well, why? Well, why? Well, why did you do this? And then they'll go on. And then you'll say, okay, well, why did you do that? And then, you get those first scripted questions out. Who influenced you, who guided you, who did you look up to? And once that's out the way, they become real and open. And then once they start talking, sometimes it's no longer an interview. It turns into a conversation, but you're still finding out the facts, the hardcore stuff. They cry, I'm going to cry with you. If you dancing, we all gonna dance together. So it becomes an emotional attachment for me, that
Right.
I want to see you make it. I want to see you win. I want to see you shine and get to the next level.
Amazing, amazing. That's beautiful. And I really love that your initiative is to help individuals grow, because when you're helping others, you're actually helping yourself. So that's a very beautiful thing. It just allows you to be so, like, your skin glows, like your aura
Thank you.
shines. Like when I look at you, I'm like, yo, I hope I'm like that, like youthful and like, you know what I mean? These are things that I think about. So I was like, I definitely had to get you onto the platform, so that way people can know that you're back on Instagram providing interviews for independent artists. Definitely let the people know where they can find you and how to get arranged with all of that.
Okay, well, I'm here on IG at the Real Booby Taylor page, and you can DM me on IG, and we can set up an interview, or you can go to the Booby Taylor Show at gmail.com, and you can send me an email, and then we can discuss it and arrange times, find out, what works for everybody. And what happened was, when I got hacked, someone actually sent me information like they wanted an interview. So when I saw all the music, this, that, and the other, they said how they followed me. Then they was like, well, do you accept payment? I said yes, by Cash App. They was like, well, send me your Cash App so I can send you the payment and we can get started. And as soon as I did that, within 3 seconds, my whole page was wiped out. And they put 3 R's at the end of my name. So if you see that page, that's not me. They even hacked my Booby Taylor ENT page. And they also did it on my Facebook page. So I had to shut everything down. And when y'all watch my page, y'all never seen the post about a $500 flip, or y'all never see me flipping money or anything like that. So when you see those coming up, that's not me. I'm just talking about business owners, entrepreneurs. And even though they did get me with, I want to interview, I'm still going to do interviews, Y'all hack them, but we still find a way to come back out there and still share and spread love. And
One second, please.
Everybody, thank you that's tuning in and tuned in to watch. I do appreciate you. Thank you. I see you, Kia. I see you out there. Thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate you, and everybody else that's watching. I do appreciate you. Thank you for following my page, and I appreciate you because you're great. Your energy. I always see you dancing and everything, and your energy. I need some of that sometimes. So, when I turn on the page and I see you moving and grooving and happy Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that actually gets me going too. I'll be like, oh, okay, she started to groove. Hey.
Thank you so much. And I forgot to ask the last the last interviewer I had on here, because that's one of my main questions I always ask. I get sometimes, you know, I have a little ADHD, so I get super excited and I forget a little bit. I don't want to call it ADHD. I just think I'm very happy and excited. So
you just got a lot of energy, and yeah, you just got so much coming out that it's like, ooh, 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 and you just got to catch it when it's come.
Right. But what makes you smile?
You know, somebody said you just smile all the time, because I'm just like happy that, you know, that you even want to talk to me and you want to hear my story. But then I'm happy to hear your story as well, you know, and facial expression is so important that, you know, it makes a person feel comfortable that, you know, that person is really listening to me, you know, so my face changes as conversation goes on. If it's serious, I'll get serious with them, but it's happy now, it's vibe time, and I'm just excited just to be alive and to be here, you know, this is great.
Absolutely agreed. And thank you so much, Miss. Do I pronounce your name right? Booby Taylor, right?
It's Booby Taylor, but everybody does say it different, and I enjoy how people say it because everybody's always close, but your accent would make it sound like how you say it. But you are saying it right though, because I've heard some people call me some strange things before. It always makes me sound like a ghost. Booby Taylor. But when you say it real fast, Booby Taylor, then you get it out quick.
Right. I try to say it so fast so that way it sounds right.
Right. And you be hitting it on the mark all the time. It's like a song when you say it, Booby Taylor.
Hey.
Hey.
We wanted to know, who is this queen that is so radiant, so magnificent, always clean? And just let the people know where to find you, what you do once again, and we'll clip it here, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Booby Taylor. You can find me here on IG at the Real Booby Taylor page, or I'm on Facebook. It says Booby Tay. You can email me at the Booby Taylor Show at gmail.com. Email, DM me. Let's set up some interviews. Let's set up some shows. I appreciate everybody that tuned in, splash, the watch and everything, and following and just supporting and everything. So I'm supportive of all that's going on. That's positive, you know, and then if we can turn the negative around, we do that. And I do so much appreciate you for having me on your platform, because that last guy, he was naming some heavy hitters, and he was like Blackstreet, this, that.
Well, you better follow him and reach out to him so you could get him to interview on your platform. That's how this works.
And I'm definitely gonna vote for him because he was awesome and everything. And you be having some awesome shows. All right, shout out to Anonymous Touch, who just keeps it going and just makes everybody feel the same. You have to smile when you talk to you, because you're always smiling too.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, because you know what? When I don't smile, I look so mean. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then people be like, well, what's wrong with you? And you're like,
all the time.
Nothing,
and I be like, bro, I'm fine. I'm happy. Like, I'm going to get mad now because you keep asking me.
Right. They like, you smile all the time. You smile when you talk. You look like a mannequin. And it's like, well, whatever. I'm a smiling mannequin.
Right. Because I do have resting bitch face. So that's why I do my best to smile.
Right.
Thank you so much, Queen, and we'll tap in again very soon, all right? We'll
okay, most definitely. Yes, thank you so much for having me. You have a great evening, and you continue on having great shows, and definitely I'm always following you.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Peace and blessings.
Thank you. Good night.
Peace. Amazing. Wow. Booby Taylor, guys. She is...
Can I turn you on by my words fast? Look into my eyes, think I want you, can't tell me. I keep it sexy, daddy, so I can't fail. Keep it gangster for the cowards, so I give them hell. Call me misfit, flips to the gang of trash. Riskless now, cause I make a gang of cash. Like spit gang speech, how to do that? Watch they mouths drop, watch the crowds pop up and act out. Raw with the screw face.
now that we always gather in the most golden way. Remember, the gate is always open for you, my friend. Hit me up in that DM. I love you, and it's always a great day for gratitude. Peace. Yo, don't forget to hit me up for your Great Day for Gratitude apparel. I got the t-shirts, the hoodies, the joggers, the sweatsuits. Hit the link in my bio. Send the money to my Venmo. The website is being worked on as we speak. I love y'all. Peace.